Welcome to yet another video on the Learning VSA series. In this video, we'll be analyzing stocks which can give us 10% returns on the near terms. We'll be analyzing four stocks, which is the M&M, LIC Housing Finance, SBA Life, and VIP Industries. So let's move on to the first stock now. The next stock which we are going to look at is VIP Industries. Again, the daily chart here, as you can see here, after facing a price rejection here at 706 to 730 levels, the stock came down. It went below the 200 DMA here, went actually much below the 200 DMA here. And around this area, you can see a lot of committed buyers were coming in here. We can see by the delivery volumes that is some accumulation has been happening here. So as a result, of course, the drop of the stock is stopped here and it started moving sideways here, and now then it started making a higher low, again higher high, again higher low, higher high. The structures changed to a bullish structure now. Then it went above the short-term moving averages, and last week, of course, it is attempting to move above the 200 DMA, but still you can see supply is present by as indicated by the long wicks here, and still attempting to move. And the longer-term buyers are not in entering, of course, but not in large numbers. So there's still we need to see more delivery volumes coming in here. Let's look at the other parameters. Money flow has been positive, buying pressure has been positive, the relative strength is also positive here. And the wave chart, you can see it is the buying waves have started dominating here. So, and let's look at the strength of the stock is also positive here as indicated by the green bar. So there is a bit of struggle. We need to have an emphatic close above the 200 DMA, and then the stock would definitely test the 730 levels, giving us about a 10% up move here, more than 10% up move here. But the crucial level here it is going to be the 646. We need a good close above this level so that the probability of testing 730 levels become much stronger here. The 200 DMA could be the stop here, stop loss here. For the more aggressive ones, the 50 EMA could be again the stop loss. In that case, of course, your RR is still good, but not as good as using the 200 DMA here. So there's another stock which could give us a 10% return in the short term. The first stock we are going to look at is M&M. I have the daily chart here. As you can see, the stock was going up and it saw some price rejection at this level of 1363 to 1397. Of course, there was some attempt to cross above it, but did not succeed. A lot of supply was there, and then the stock was pushed down and it went below the 200 DMA. And somewhere here it started getting some support. You can see a lot of longer term buyers coming in here. Then it started moving up. It is making higher highs and higher lows here. Here we saw a widespread down bar here on high volume, indicating some weakness, but that weakness was negated in the next bar and it tried to move up. Still, there was some supply, as you can see, the long wicks and these two bars here. And then on Thursday, we saw an effort to move bar, indicating the supply has been absorbed and it's ready to move further. Now, you can also see a lot of longer term buyers or committed buyers are entering here. This is the delivery volume. So now the stock looks poised to test the previous rejection zone here. So the next target could be about 1397 here. Let's quickly look at the other parameters, which is the money flow, which is positive here. As you can see here, the money flow has been positive. The relative strength is been on the positive side, or the bias is positive, but it's not really strong in the sense that a lot of strength is not coming here. And the buying pressure was positive, slightly dipped down, now again in turning positive. And if you look at the wave chart, this is the volume wave and the price waves are there. The volume wave clearly indicates the buying waves are dominant now, getting stronger now. So in all respect, it looks quite positive here. Even the absolute strength or the individual strength of the stock looks positive. You can see the green bar here. From neutral it has turned positive, so it will definitely look strong enough to test the next price rejection zone. Of course, once if it is able to cross the 1397 levels, it will go up much higher, but the first target is should be about 1397. About 10% move can be expected here. And as you have drawn this the red zone below which it's the bullishness is getting negated, and this is the last point of bullishness below which one has to definitely exit the stock. And above this point is the green zone, where the profits are coming in. The yellow zone is still where the bullishness still persists, and it is still safe to enter the stock. So this one stock which can give you 10% returns on a short term. The next stock which we are going to look at is LIC Housing Finance. I have the daily chart here. As you can see, the stock faced some price rejection at the 413 to 431 levels. Here again, it did try to push above that rejection zone, but again it failed and it was pushed down below the 200 DMA, much below the 200 DMA. And somewhere here it started getting more support here in terms of committed buyers entering here. Then it started recovering here. It started making higher highs and higher lows here. It went above the short-term moving averages, and last Thursday it went above the 200 DMA. There was a little struggle here, as you can see here, and then finally it moved above the 200 DMA with an effort to move up bar. But the volume was just above average. But the next bar, the bullishness was sort of negated, but the volume remained low. So for us, the crucial level is 379, the high of the effort to move a bar. above which you can expect the stock to test the 413, 431 price rejection zone. And you can see a lot of committed buyers are also entering the fray. They are betting on a longer term movement here for this stock. Quickly looking at the relative strength, I can see the relative strength is positive when it has been moving up. And the money flow has been there on the positive side right from the time of revival here or recovery here. And the buying pressure has been positive, though it has been tapering off a little in the recent past. Looking at the wave chart also, you can see that that is getting reflected here. There was a big buying wave, and here you can see it is sort of struggling to move up, indicating the move is getting a little tired here. Coming back to our original chart, this 379 level is crucial here, and the green zone is above this 379, and the bullishness would still exist till the 370 levels, the yellow zone here, and this is where the bullishness is getting negated. The low of this effort to move up bar would be our last point to exit. One can still use the 200 DMA for exiting the stock, and the overall you can see there is a good risk to reward ratio present here. So there's high probability that the stock will now test the once above 379 will test the 431 levels, and of course beyond 431 it's likely to move up further. The next stock we are going to look at is SBA Life. As you can see, there was a price rejection around these 1310 to 1330 levels, and the stock came down here. And here, after March, it started an attempt to recover, and it has been making higher lows and higher highs here. Very clearly, the structure has changed to positive, and bullish structure has started setting in. It moved above the short-term moving averages, and recently it moved above the long-term, that is the 200 DMA as well. But as you can see here, there's little bit of struggle to move up, as you can see by the narrow ranges and also the long wicks indicating supply is still present. And the committed buying is also coming in here. The long-term buyers have stepped in a lot here. So that is adds to the bullishness and the strength of the stock. The absolute strength is also positive. It is in the green now. So the important level here is 1196 here. And if it closes convincingly above 1196, it will definitely test the 1330 levels. Of course, if it takes out this 1330, it is likely to go higher as well. But the first target should be 1330 levels. Let's quickly look at the other parameters. The money flow has been positive, relative strength has been positive, the buying pressure is also, you can see, it is on the positive side. And the wave chart tells us the buying waves have been dominating here, and the last buying wave was bigger than the previous one, adding to the bullishness of the stock. So the crucial level here is 1196 here, and the stock looks strong enough to go beyond this 1196 and then move to test 1330. So we need to wait till the stock moves above 1196 convincingly, so that the probability of testing the PRZ is high. I hope you found this video useful, and in case you did find this video useful, please do press the like button. Also, you can subscribe to this channel to get notified whenever new videos on the VSA Learning VSA series are released. Thank you.